Alright, YouTube, this is Mr. Mean coming at you this Friday morning about 10 a.m. It is my day off, and I thought we would do another video du jour. Today's video du jour is the new Dungeon in a Box, or Minis in a Box, by Dungeon in a Box. This is a monthly subscription. This is the July box. I should be getting the August box probably in a couple of weeks. If you haven't seen these videos, this is just me opening up the box. I've already gone through the box. I got it a couple of days ago. My new work schedule is kicking my arse, and I'm just really beat and tired, and I'm spending today recovering, and I have a Pathfinder game to run tonight, so just trying to get adjusted to this new schedule. Remember, at the end of the video, I'll announce when this kind of Dungeon in a Box little mini review is over, and then we'll go through some housekeeping. So if you don't want to hang out for the housekeeping and everything, you can end the video right then and there. But we definitely want to give a shout out to all of our new players and everything, our new subscribers and all that fun stuff. So bear with me for a second as boom, there we go, I've got that ready. I think we had 2 new subscribers, 3 I think. But we'll go over that towards the end here. I don't want to bore you to death with all of that stuff. So anyway, this is the July Dungeon in a Box. And one of the things I really like about this is, you guys will know, about 2 years ago I did a bunch of other like adventures in a box, dungeons in a box, all that stuff, and I wasn't happy with any of them because they're all concentric to D&D, and I don't play I don't run D&D. I do play D&D. I play in a Sunday night campaign with my friend Brian where I have a 10th level cleric, but I don't care about D&D stuff. I obviously own far more books than just D&D, so while I don't have anything against D&D, it's just not my game of choice. I will play it if it's a good GM or a good story or whatever, and I'm intrigued. But D&D is just not my cup of tea. I think the rules are just, they're blah, they're boring. And as my good friend Brian used to say, bore me and die. So I noticed that Dungeon in a Box had a Pathfinder 2nd edition subscription service, and so I signed up for it. I believe it's $39 a month, plus applicable taxes and shipping. So, but you get a lot of bang for your buck in that $30 to $40 a month, and you can stop it at any time and stuff like that. So one of the things I really like is, they usually send you kind of a unique box. So in this case, this one says Minis in a Box, and it makes a good storage box for other stuff, you know, and Christmas fast approaching, those are decent sized box to put stuff in, but you know, that's just Mr. Mean. But one of the things I really dig about Dungeon in a Box and what they do is, they are the same guys that make skinny minis, and in every Dungeon in a Box you get a couple skinny minis as well. So I did their Kickstarter and got a whole bunch at the beginning of the summer. The Kickstarter came in late February, March, April, or something like that, end of winter, beginning of summer. But they put in every box, they put in, this box was prepped and checked by Nick L., a raging manticore. So like all their employees that do all the boxing stuff will get this kind of like almost like a quality control little card. So if you're missing something, because one of the things you can do is you can go on their website and you can, if you're a subscriber, you can look at July's box after it's shipped, and you can see what's supposed to be in there. And so in this case, you know, you can go on the website, you can check the July box, and you can say, hey, I didn't get my skinny minis, or hey, I didn't get my foldable piece of terrain, or whatever. And so you can say, this is the guy who prepped my box, and you can send them an email, and they'll hopefully ship that out to you. I have yet to run into a problem, so I'm very happy with it. So in every miniature in a box, obviously it's kind of like its own self-contained little mini campaign that they do, and you always get some sort of foldable map. I haven't even opened this one, so okay. So this one looks like some sort of like stone island of some kind, and then they're always double-sided. And so yeah, this is the interior of some sort of stone tower that you could use, and I'm sure it has something to do with the adventure that's inside the box. You also always get some sort of foldable terrain. So here we have what looks like some sort of lattice work or some bridges or something like that. I don't even know. I'm not real big on these because it's cardboard. It's not that they're terribly flimsy. I just don't like using them. That's just me. I have a lot of 3D terrain that I like to use, so I use that. You also get a number of stickers and or little cards to send out. So fragment of aura reading. So this is not necessarily, is it a sticker? Oh, it is a sticker. These are things you can put on your character sheet as you progress through the story. This is some, oh, these are just little, these are just like little terrain pieces you could put. This one is the infirmary and the tinker's shop. So it's little pieces of terrain you could lay down on your map to show. And then there's some sort of miscellaneous sticker that you would fill out, because there is an overarching campaign in this box set, and supposedly you get these stickers and it will provide clues. Or I haven't really read the campaign because I'm running Age of Ashes right now. We're at the end of book 1 for my group, but it's nice that they include this, and it's just a little caveat. Then they also give you here's some NPC cards with their stats on the back. These appear to be D&D stats, so that's a minor goof. Yeah, these are D&D stats, so these do me no good. So, and that's the second time this has happened. So I don't want to say it's perfect or it's flawless, but these are D&D stats. So yeah, these do me no good, because I mean I can translate them to Pathfinder, but they don't do me any good. So why even put those in there? And that's been my overarching complaint, is they keep putting D&D stuff in here and I don't want it. So yeah, that's kind of a thing. But here is the Voyage of the Fallen Star, Pillar of the Giants. So that's what that paper map was. It was the Giants tower, basically. And so here's Dungeon in a Box. This is the Pathfinder adventure. I did look through this to make sure that it was correct, and it was. So it had the appropriate stats. And like I said, even if it was D&D, you could convert it, but I don't want to do that work, you know. So here's the Cloud Golem. Ooh. So, and it does have his Pathfinder stats. They do it a little differently, and I think that might be, it's not what we're used to seeing. Like, they don't have the Pathfinder symbols, like one little triangle for one action, two diamonds for 2 actions, and so on and so forth. And that may be a copyright issue that they are dealing with, and they just haven't gotten that. But anyway, what's nice about these is if I have an off night, I can pick one of these up. I can skim through it. I mean, it's small. There's not a whole lot here. There's 31 pages, including the 2 covers. But it is, you know, a little soft bound. Oop, my camera unfocused here. Focus. Get me into focus. I don't know what's going on here. There we go. I don't know why I'm out of focus all of a sudden. Hopefully it will come back in. But you can see there is the Dungeon in a Box. Oh, there we go. All right. So very excited about it. But of course, the big thing that you get in here is you always get some miniatures. They do their own miniatures. They have 3D printing. And so this month's miniatures were actually very cool. We got a Dwarven Artificer, which I don't believe there's an Artificer in Pathfinder. I believe there's an Alchemist. So again, kind of more D&D 5th edition centric miniature, because again, Pathfinder doesn't have an artificer that I'm aware of. I could be wrong. But then a very cool dragon, and we can always use more dragons, right? So, and it's a nice looking dragon, and I believe they print these in house or mold them in house. So there's no retail anything on here. That's a nice dragon. No stats for it or anything, but that's okay. You can always pull out what you need. But what I really look forward to in every Dungeon in a Box is the skinny minis. So these are going to be kind of hard to see with the glare and everything. But hopefully, like, there's the Cyclopean Giant, and there's a red dragon. Um, you know, see what else is on here. There's the Cloud Golem. There's the Artificer, the Dwarven Artificer. There's another Dwarven Warrior, a Dwarven guy with a paddle. There's a Griffin. And then some baby dragons, it looks like. So, yeah. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 little miniatures on here. So they're very nicely done. I can't wait to add them to my Skinny Mini collection. I have the binders. You can't see them. They're behind me up there on the shelf. But with the Kickstarter, we got these binders and then sleeves, and the miniatures, the flat miniatures fit in there. And then what I did is I took one of the boxes that they sent me for Skinny Mini, and I put all my bases in there, and it has, large, huge, large, and medium and small bases in there. And I'm very happy with the Skinny Minis. I'm, for the most part, happy with the Dungeon in a Box. The minor things, sending me 5e cards instead of Pathfinder cards is, like I said, it's not a huge deal. It's annoying because I don't want the 5e stuff, and I'm paying, $39.99 a month plus shipping and taxes, for stuff I don't want. So guys over at Dungeon in a Box, if you watch this, get your shit together. It's not cool. You're sending me stuff I don't want. There's a reason I subscribed to the Pathfinder box. I don't want 5th edition stuff, so don't send it to me. It's just a waste of paper and my time and yours. So again, I can convert them, but again, that's why I'm paying for the box. I don't want to convert them. I want it done for me, and that's what I'm paying for. So needless to say, a little miffed about that. I didn't realize that until just now, but for the most part, it's okay. I mean, it's a good product. The Skinny Minis and the pre-printed miniatures make it worth it, especially if you like to paint. I'm getting to the point here where I'm going to start breaking out my airbrush and at least start priming these miniatures and stuff like that. So at least I can get some painting done on my day offs. Wintertime, I think we're going to scoot over to a 4-10 schedule, which is great because I'll have a 3-day weekend every weekend. So that will be nice. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, that is the Dungeon in a Box. It's kind of the end of the review. Just going over the contents, almost like an unboxing, if you will. I'm pretty happy with it for the most part. I wish some things were different, but for the most part, I like it. I like getting these Skinny Minis. Like I said, these are nice. And who can't use more dragons, wearing armor? I know I can. And then the giants and stuff are pretty cool. So that's pretty much the end of the review there for that. So we're gonna check in on, we're gonna go into some housekeeping. So this is kind of the end of the review. It'll be a rather short video today. Like I said, I got a little bit of a headache, not feeling the greatest. So couple new subscribers. Gareth Graham, thank you. A week ago he subscribed. Thank you so much. Let's see, who else here? Lightning 123456, thank you. And then Moda Mosley, 2 days ago, new subscriber. So I think, yeah, that's everybody. Lots of comments going up on the YouTube videos. I do look at every comment. I try to reply if I'm able. In this modern age of connectivity and everything, there's no problem with that. My phone has the YouTube app on it, and I can usually reply to everything right away. So Pathfinder game tonight, that's going swimmingly. We're finishing up book 1 of the Age of Ashes adventure path. I have to go out, and I thought I bought the second adventure path, but evidently I didn't. So I'm gonna have to figure that out. So other than that, let's see. Discord is very active. Please swing on by. There'll be links down in the doobly-doo. Check out the Discord. Patreon, of course. The end of this month, I'll be doing a Patreon giveaway. I'm going to be giving away the Fallout, Modifius Fallout RPG that uses the proprietary dice. There will be a set of dice included in that. So if you want to get in on a chance to win that, it is $5 a month to subscribe to my Patreon. That gets you a special designator on the Discord, and it gets you into Let's Plays and the drawings when I do them every month or so. and any kind of live plays that I might do or anything like that. Patreons always get first dibs. So I've had a number of Patreons that have been longtime subscribers. So thank you guys so much for subscribing and everything. It's uber cool, and I really, really appreciate it. So other than that, guys, join the Discord, support Patreon if you can. Really helps out the channel. What else is going on? That's really about it. All the links to everything will be down in the doobly-doo. I'll put a link to Dungeon in a Box as well, so you can sign up and get your own Dungeon in a Box. If you're a D&D player or a Pathfinder player, there's sure to be something in each one of those boxes every month that will spark you. You can get it with or without the physical 3D miniatures. I think the skinny minis come with it no matter what, but I believe you can get it with or without miniatures. And if you go with the without miniatures, I do believe the box is a little bit cheaper. So don't quote me on that. Check the site for more details. But as always, we're going to make this short and sweet today. Peace and hair grease. And remember, Mr. Mean says, be nice.